Hi, it's Ricardo from Life of a Punter. In this week's bet review, we are going to take a look at the bets we took in the Wolfsburg vs. Hamburg game of Week 16 in the Bundesliga. Here at Life of a Punter, our goal is to educate punters like yourself on how to identify quality picks week in and week out. So here are the three things you're going to research. You're going to look at head-to-head stats between the two teams. You're going to look at current form for each team. And you're going to take a look at team versus group stats. Your goal here is to find any stat that is 75% or higher. So let's see what we found for the Wolfsburg vs. Hamburg game. So we're going to use the Matchday page to look at head-to-head stats between Wolfsburg and Hamburg. I'm just going to scroll down to the Bundesliga section and click on that match. The first thing that we like to take a look at is head-to-head in the past 3 seasons. We see that Wolfsburg has won this game 3 times, drawn 3 times. Match goal over 0.5 is 100%, so no goalless fixtures in the last 3 seasons. Match goal over 1.5 is 100%, and match goal over 2.5 is 17%. So that tells us that the scoreline likely will be 1-1 or 2-0. And first half over 0.5 is 100%, so there's been a goal in the first half in each of the past 3 seasons between these two sides. Looking specifically at teams, Wolfsburg has scored in all these fixtures and only conceded to Hamburg 67% of the time. So what I'm going to take a look at next is just last 5 seasons to see if the stat remains consistent. And it does. Looks like Wolfsburg has scored 90% of the time in this fixture, also conceded 80% of the time. So both teams' score is definitely a likely bet as well as first half over 0.5 and match goal over 1.5. Next thing I'm going to take a look at is current form for this season. So I'm just going to scroll down. One mention before I do that is you can see here the historical score lines, and you can see that a lot of these results have been 2-0 or 1-1 in line with what the stats are saying. So in the Want More Stats section, you can create your custom stats. I'm just going to select Bundesliga, Wolfsburg, then overall, and click on go. I'm going to change this filter to this season because I just want to see how Wolfsburg's been playing this season. And they are playing at home, so I'm just going to change this filter to home to see how they've been playing at home this season. So pretty dominant, 6 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss. No goalless games. There's been at least 2 goals a game in Wolfsburg this season. The first half over 0.5 has hit in 89% of the time. And in every single home game this season, Wolfsburg has scored 100% of the time, albeit it looks like most of the goals have been in the second half. One last piece that I do want to take a look at is team versus group. Wolfsburg is a Group 1 side versus Hamburg, which is a Group 4 side. So in the Want More Stats section, I'm just going to select Wolfsburg versus Group 4 and click on Go. The reason why we like to check team versus group is because when you group teams together into Group 1, 2, 3, and 4, you get a bigger sample size. And when you get a bigger sample size, then that means your stats are more reliable. Sometimes head-to-head stats, you'll only have 2 or 3 games that you're taking a look at because a team was in the 2nd division of Bundesliga. But when you take a look at team versus group, you have a bigger sample size and see how a particular team like Wolfsburg plays against Hamburg's quality of teams, which is Group 4. So taking a look at home, I'm going to change this filter to last 3 seasons. Wolfsburg versus Group 4 at home, last 3 seasons. You'll see that first half over 0.5 is 100%, match goal over 0.5 is 100%, and match goal over 1.5 is 100%. So definitely some plausible bets here. Is match goal over 1.5, first half over 0.5, Wolfsburg to score in this game, and also potentially both teams to score. Let's see how it did. Given the stats we saw, one of the best bets that we went in for this weekend was first half over 0.5. Lo and behold, it was Hamburg who actually scored in the first half, and at halftime it was 1-0 Hamburg. We weren't really expecting that Hamburg goal, but since it did happen, the bet did hit, and we were still bullish on a Wolfsburg goal, as evidenced by the 100% stat in the head-to-head. So in the second half, we ended up placing another punt for Wolfsburg to score in the second half, and lo and behold, that hit as well. So that's it for this week's bet review. If you like using stats to support your bets, have a free trial of our website. We do our best to educate punters, and that's how we feel we're different from the competition. With that said, good luck and safe betting.